This morning on Daybreak, Republican barrister refuses her Queen's birthday honour. Evacuations as a fire rips through a Melbourne factory. Yevgeny Kafelnikov outguns Michael Stick to win the French Open.
From National 9 News, this is Daybreak with Sharyn Ghidella.
Good morning. The debate about an Australian republic has flared up with the refusal of a Melbourne barrister to accept her Queen's birthday honour. Jocelyn Scutt wants her award held in trust until she can receive it from an Australian head of state.
Dr. Jocelyn Scutt was appointed an officer in the Order of Australia for her work in the law and contribution to women's services. She has accepted the award on one condition:
to have the award conferred by an Australian head of state.
And former union boss, now federal MP, Martin Ferguson, has been awarded an OAM for his services to unionism. He's taken the occasion to call for the scrapping of the Queen's birthday holiday.
Personally would want to associate it with a national day that we all recognise and respect as Australians.
Also amongst the 466 to win honours, swimmer Samantha Riley, who's been awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia.
So I was very excited when I found out. I think it's just a great honour.
Others to receive recognition: Ironman Trevor Hendy, motorcycle 500cc world champion Michael Doohan, and respected racecaller John Tapp.
To think that I've been able to receive an honour of this magnitude for doing something I love more than anything else in the world just bowls me over.
But the awards could be the last. The federal government now considering their future. Mark Sutton, National 9 News.
France has failed to join the international condemnation of China's nuclear bomb test. Russia and Britain have also refused to criticise the test, in sharp contrast to the reaction from Canberra, where Chinese diplomats have been told to stop the tests immediately.
Australia may have lodged strong official protests, but Chinese officials here say their country's position on nuclear testing is being deliberately misunderstood.
China was forced to develop nuclear weapons because it suffered from real nuclear strike threat in recent history.
China's plans for one more nuclear test at the Lop Nor site in its western deserts have sparked worldwide protests. This Greenpeace ship sailed for Chinese waters to highlight the threat to an international test ban treaty.
We're very worried that this test is going to destabilize and threaten the result of the negotiations.
Protests are also taking place here. Small groups of demonstrators holding vigils outside the Chinese consulate in Sydney and the embassy in Canberra. And Australian government officials are now busily defending themselves against charges that our complaints to Beijing aren't as forceful as our protests of France over testing in the Pacific.
There was an added ingredient, of course, in the French tests, and that was that the French were testing in our neck of the woods.
Yeah. Mr. McLaughlin says the difference is China is testing on its own territory. Peter Harvey, Canberra.
An elderly woman has died and another person is in a critical condition after a car ploughed into a row of phone booths at Marrickville in Sydney's inner west. Witnesses say the driver lost control of the car, veering onto the footpath and crashing into 3 telephone